All right, brothers and sisters, we are back. My generals, we are alive and breathing. We are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. And current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, may that great divine come in your life and bring blessings and prosperity. We got Lord Lamont here. And remember, I've been talking about this. I've been talking about father and son discussion. And I'm going to let him speak a little bit. And as you see, the title on the banner here is Keep It Simple. Benefits of keeping it simple. Just something that was tinkering around in my spirit, and I ain't gonna talk too much. I just, thank those that's been riding along. Remember, we're leaders and teachers. We are not followers. And I'll let him speak, and then we'll get into some summaries I'm gonna read. I like looking up some summaries on just the benefits of living a simple life, physically, mentally, and we always hear our teachers say spiritually. So I'm going to turn it over to Lord Lamont, and he hasn't spoken in a while, and, just whatever comes out. We ain't nobody watching us. You nervous? Well, don't worry about none of that. Just speak from your heart, let it out. We just going to speak on living, just keeping life simple, real talk. So I'm going to turn it over to Lord Lamont. All right. So you can hear yourself.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Man, it's hot as hell out today. I'm sweating. Crazy. Bullets.
Yeah.
Shit. We over here keeping it simple, vibing, just enjoying the mid-morning. Some of the things I guess on my mind or that I want to talk about is, I guess, overcoming fears and stuff like that. Like, what do you think are great examples or things that you can do when you feel like
the fear,
like maybe doubting yourself, when you feel yourself doubting yourself and are feeling like, some of those feelings that can hold a person back. What are some things that you think are great?
The first thing you do is see where the feeling's coming from, and then you start there. And what me and you was just talking about, I don't want to put it all on here, but what me and you was just talking about before we got on here, that's where some of it is stemming from. So as hard as it is, because I can't judge your situation, because I just told you about my son's mom in that sense.
Right,
so but I'm dealing with it the best way I can. But I know how to keep that situation at bay. And I start with my feelings. What you can't do is let whatever other person that's giving you feelings, you can't let them project their insecurities onto you, because that's what they're doing.
Right.
See, and I'm trying to talk in code without saying the individual's name or anything, but let's just put it like this: when you're around somebody that don't give a damn about themselves, they ain't gonna give a damn about you. So you have to slice that part off that's keeping you arguing, drama, chaos, because it's taken away from you thinking about what you want to do, like your passions,
right,
how to make some money.
Right.
So
it's just taking up time, and it's emotionally and physically it's draining. Somebody constantly projecting their situation and feelings about the situation,
right,
and what they think they should do, or what they think you should do about it. And
well, first off, get some kind of financial stability. I mean, that's one way.
Right,
that's one less.
absolutely.
What you gotta do is start slicing off make a checklist, like financial. Okay, got that, cool. Because that's one less thing you gotta think about. Get that done. Stabilize the financial, some kind of financial situation. Get that done.
Or
get that out the way. Develop it a little bit, right? Save up some money. That builds security in your finances. Mm-hmm. Then you have to worry about when you're gonna get money and all that. And then that's one less thing. And then you work on somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? Then that's the second thing. Then once you got those two things, you got a vehicle. So you halfway there. Just got to get financially stable and stay there. Because 50, woo. When you get to 50, I'm telling you, that's when it all gonna matter. I'm telling you, man, 50 will be here like that, bro. I'm so serious. You what, 30 now? I'm telling you, it'll be here like that. Boom.
Yeah, and life be hitting quick.
Yeah, cause see, now you young, you can get hired anywhere. A lot of people looking for a lot of young people, When you get up in the 40s and 50s, man, people gonna be looking at you like, nah, you a little too old or whatever. I'm telling you, people ain't people. That's why when I go down Lisbon Street, when I go to see Ethan, go pick him up, it just that's what when I see them prostitutes standing out there and everybody just those are some of the ones that just don't want to do nothing, just give up. And I look at them and I'm like, don't these prostitutes and all these people know they're gonna get old one day? I mean, what are they gonna do when they get up in their 70s? What are they gonna do? You can't prostitute for the rest of your life. So, but in a way, I can't blame them. At least they being who they are, you know. But that's gonna come to an end when you ain't got no kind of direction. You just, I call it free falling. When you just free falling through life and you ain't got no direction, I'm telling you, 50 is the pivotal point in everybody's life. I said that on the podcast. Between 18 and 50, you better have your shit together, because 50 is when is what is really gonna matter. What you have done and what you're gonna do. So, I say, like I said, financially stable. Get that set. You already got a vehicle, and I mean, you get financially stable and stay there. You can stay here with me. But one, you can't when you have a clock running, you need all gears to be running. It can't be one gear not running. One gear can't be doing everything while the other gear not doing anything.
Right.
It's not gonna work.
It doesn't work like that at all.
Yeah.
No matter how you want to try to force it or whatever.
Right. And I'm not no special person. I just worked to get to this point. I've been homeless, all that. I've been homeless, betrayed. Everybody turned their back on me. Just like most of my, I mean, nothing against my peers or anything, but most of my friends, they don't even deal with me. Act like I don't even exist. But I don't let that bother me.
That shit bogus.
I don't let that bother me. I keep it right on pushing. I do got a couple of friends though. I do got a couple of real friends. But don't let that bother me. I keep it moving. Yep. I keep it moving.
They're few and far between though.
Yeah. Yeah. I just keep it simple.
Real friends I think that's a good subject. Like, you know, those few good friends and genuine like people that care about you and don't have any like, you know, reason or, you know, don't have to care about you. Those are people that you want to treat well, you know, especially well, I think. And you know, when you do better, here come the people that was supposedly with you when you get up there. All of a sudden, here they come. Oh yeah, you know, and like I said, that's why I said they're few and far between, because you know there's so many manipulative people and people who are gonna want things and oh, this person has this and oh, you're doing that now, and so that means you have this and all that kind of all those rumors and the gossip and all that shit. See, but I've been dealing with that kind of stuff for so long that I just feel immune to it now, where I can detach myself.
Yeah, me too. That leads me. That's right. That leads me to the next thing that I was gonna say: studying one's emotions. Man,
right.
If you can study your emotions,
mastering, you learn a lot about other people too.
Exactly.
When you can master your emotions, then you can see other people experiencing emotions and understand through their body language and things like that. And then you start to see, like, in conversations, you know, that you're more animated in your conversations. And so are people that you're engaging with, you know, because you're receiving and communicating not just verbally, but you know, physically as well. And so are the other people, and you know, you know, that's just another way. It's I think it makes communication and understanding of another person more intimate, because now you can empathize in the moment with another person, like when they're telling you something they're going through, you know, and you're like, oh, and you know, and you talk about, you know, how these things made them feel and how you would feel in that situation. And, you know, and that's empathy, you know, and those are really great things.
And I know that's something you got, because that running our family. We all got empathy. But at the same time, we tough too. We show tough love. So it and my mom wasn't always easy. My mom didn't play. Real talk. She didn't play. She didn't enable me.
Neither.
She didn't enable me. Yep, my mom is getting put your ass out in a minute. But I learned from it. And me and my mom, we got the best connection now that we ever had. We get along so good now. You know, and all the things that she taught me, I talk about it every now and then on these podcasts. I talk about it. All the things she instilled in me, I still do. Like, she used to always get on me about saving money. And I'm good at saving money now, and I don't be out here splurging and balling, because you just never know what's going to happen. Just because I got this apartment, I don't mean how long anything can happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just because I'm living here, don't mean I'm be living here forever. Something can happen to Brian. Anything can happen. You know, so that's one of the reasons why we stay ready and keep our priorities straight, because we just never know what's coming down the road. So, but yeah, I wanted to read this. I like reading summaries. People who listen to me, they always hear me read summaries. Just kind of, I don't know, kind of get it in our subconscious. I know it had a few things. I might not read all of them. But it says, less stimulation. Let me see. Let's see. What are the benefits of simplicity? Living simple. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Less stimulation. We have some stimulation, though, to keep us motivated, like doing this right now. This takes a little stimulation. But less stimulation allows for better concentration for many. Living a simple life does mean living with less stuff, less clutter, fewer electronics. These are just examples, and not as much to deal with will put you will put you in a better space to focus on whatever you need, like we were just talking about, that this person we talking about that's holding you down.
Right. To detach and focus.
She just gonna keep you down. She's probably been like that for so long.
Focusing on what I need to do and what I want to do and where I want to go in my life.
Right. And Nika actually has a good part of her, but as I said on the podcast, her mind, the way she's been thinking, she's been that way for so long, just like I was. And she done had these guys come in, and I'm the first dude that she ever met that like try to go in deep and see what's really wrong, and not just have sex with her and then go on, because that's what she's done in the past, and she just keep repeating the process. That's why she ended up having all them kids.
Yeah, that's exactly like not exactly the same things, but like the same like pattern. Doing the same actions over and over again, to the point where I literally the other day was like, I know what you're gonna say, because we've had this conversation thousands of freaking times. Like, come on, why are you always gonna? Why are you always gonna deflect and play stupid?
Anything to do with accountability is like
exactly.
that. No, yeah.
When it comes down to the point of facing it in reality for what it actually is and moving on and forward, instead of just reverting, acting like it didn't happen, and then repeating the cycle over and over again, and wondering why I feel like this, even though you already know, because we talked about it and worked through it so many times.
It's almost like they still okay, well, let me try this way. Like, no, just stop. That's what I always say.
To try this way too is just an excuse to fail and be like, oh, nothing works.
And that's why she's in the position. That's why she
because
she's in now.
Ultimately they want to cling to the false version, their false version of reality and the way things are. And that unfortunately is different than the reality. And any time that there's a choice to choose between taking accountability and facing reality or shying away from it and making an excuse, the latter is always chosen.
And it comes back around and then
to affect everyone in your life, in their lives. And it's like,
and it does.
I'm not gonna keep putting my fucking life on hold.
That's true.
I can't, as a person. So you expect me to live the rest of my life like, damn, I could have did all this shit that I wanted to do and that I was planning to do, but then put on hold to take care of you. And I'm just supposed to be okay with that, and you don't even acknowledge or give a fuck about that being a fact because of like whatever.
And that's definitely not living simple. That's
not fair. That's not simple. That's complicated and
all
convoluted.
the time. Chaos and drama.
Exactly. It's chaotic and it's dramatic, and you gotta grow up at some point. I feel like, and like make a decision for yourself if you're gonna tolerate and partake in shit like that or not.
Well, I tell you what,
I'm not.
It's something in the universe that's trying to tear you away from that. That's why you was blessed to get a van. You know what I'm saying? It's little
Yeah.
signs. I'm telling you, it's
I
like
know.
God saying, "Okay, look, okay, now you got a van. Okay, you got your dad now. Okay, now what you gonna do?" So that's why you got
That's
you
why
got to
I'm
think.
here today.
Sometimes you got to be a little selfish in life. I'm telling you,
I
just
see that
just
now.
for a little while, till you get your shit together, and then then you come back and
So that way I can keep myself safe from bullshit and not just be like a fish out of water. Like, oh shit, what's finna happen next?
Yeah, cause I don't know, she lives reckless to me.
Yeah, for no reason. It doesn't make sense.
Can you still hear the music?
No, it stopped.
Oh.
Oh yeah, now I can
Okay,
hear.
Is it loud or just a little bit?
Barely. It's
Okay,
it's
that's how I
on the,
wanted it. I meant to
yeah.
leave it up a little bit. Yeah, but I hope whoever listening can get anything out of what we're saying. We just kind of have a conversation. I haven't seen my son in a while, and he has some things he had in himself that he wanted to talk about, and of course I do too. And hey, we keep on learning. We just work through things. That's why I say that this is what you should do when you have things going on in in your mind. You should talk, get it out. No matter how we feel, just get it out. It's better out than in, as far as speaking and getting stuff out.
Right.
Okay.
That's why I was kind of like hesitant and nervous. That's why it took me a little bit longer. But I was like, I gotta go. I'm good.
Yeah. Then this leads us into this next summary. This is stage 2 of another summary. This is clarity. Clarity. Simple things are easier to understand when we have clarity, like we just doing now. We see things, break it down, not going off emotions. Okay, clarity. Simple things are easier to understand and communicate, making it easier to convey ideas, thoughts, and instructions clearly. Man. Efficiency. Efficiency. Simple processes and systems are often more efficient, requiring less time, effort, and resources to accomplish tasks or achieve goals. See, that's something that the person we're talking, if whoever listening, we kind of talking in code. So we had a conversation off the mic. So if you know what we're talking about, it's some people that we were talking about off the mic. But the person that he's talking about, it's not doing any of this. It's too tied into other things. Because to be honest, she's probably smart too, right?
She is, yeah.
She's not tapping into that part of her brain. She's only tapping into the part of the human side, the flesh side. She's only tapping into the part that wants things. And she's not tapping in. See, you tapping into the part that needs. You starting to need this other shit. It's like a part of you want to stay there, but the more part of you wants to, like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. Like, part of your body wants to go that way, but your brain wants to go that way. See, she wants your body to go that way, but your brain like, nah, I'm going this way.
Right,
so
exactly.
You just got to stay with it. I mean, like I say, I really can't judge your situation because I'm, still in my situation. But the only difference is she has her own place. I can get away from her. So, but you gotten away from her. So, I mean, when I say get away from her, I don't mean like get away from her like it's a bad thing. I mean, as far as having space, she got her own place. I got her own mind. I mean, I got mine. Something go down, I need to clear my head. I can just come home.
Mm-hmm.
But I see some good in her. I wouldn't keep trying to. If I thought it was no way to work it, make things work with my son's mom, I'd be like, you know what, forget it. But I see some good in her. Like I said, I know what she been through. I know why she the way she is. She can be a good woman. She just needs somebody with some endurance that'll stay with her and teach her. But now that you sliced that part off in your life, that part that was holding you down, now you can't. Now it will be simple. So what's the goal from here on? What about the financial?
Well, just to keep moving forward. And
I mean, what you doing about the financial though?
Well, I'm waiting on this. I got this Uber job, working with this fleet through Uber. So I'm just waiting for my background check to finish. So
is that what they doing?
Yeah, and then I'll be driving like a rental car.
Oh, okay.
For $20 an hour.
Is your van run pretty good?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It runs great.
No. Well, I'm glad you're here. I love doing these. I really do. I really do like doing these podcasts.
Yeah.
These are memories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you are doing better, which you will, I want you to go back and look at some of these old videos, some of these old podcasts we did. You know? Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you 30 now. You don't want to be 50 talking about, yeah, I'm still looking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man, time waits for no man, no woman. Life don't give a damn how we feel. Life gonna go on. I always say the universe, Mother Nature don't need none of us. We should be thankful that we even exist in Mother Nature. Real talk. Mother Nature could blow all of us off the damn planet. That's something George Carlin said. Don't need us. He could blow us off the planet and replenish and start all over. So that's why I say you can't waste time.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's all up to you. It ain't hurting me. You only hurt yourself. Yeah. I said you got that one part sliced off. The individual that was a little toxic, you know, she gonna have to come to that truth too. Everybody come to that truth. So just a matter of what we do with it. So give me something positive to say. We probably gonna sign out here for a minute. So what's the plan from this point on? I know one, trying to keep it simple. Don't complicate it. Take out the things that complicate it. They keep you not focusing on what you need to focus on.
Right. Just one thing at a time. Keep your head up and keep moving. Everything that you go through. Just you have two choices really. You can let it break you or make you. You know, and there's a reason and a lesson for everything. So
yeah, and that Milwaukee is definitely like that. This city will make you or break you. I see it every day. Yep. So all I can say is keep doing. Keep. I mean, you gotta. It ain't gonna just fall out the sky. You gotta put in that action.
Right.
That's something that Malcolm X said. He said it's good to get the thoughts in our mind. It's good to think positive thoughts, but it's got to work its way out to our body. It's got to go into action.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I seen that movie, how he had them masses of people that was loyal to him. That's, you talking about righteous power. Yeah. Dude had power, man. He had them people militant. They was marching.
Armies.
Yeah, I was like, dang, I didn't know he had it like that. I mean, people were really loyal to him, man. Yep. But, in his mind, he kept it simple. And what's funny to me, even though people took him out and that stuff happened to him, they didn't stop nothing because people still practice his teachings. His teachings, his spirit is still out here floating. So you can kill the body.
He was immortalized.
Right, exactly. It actually made it even amplified, just like Tupac. Mm-hmm. People still talking about Tupac. It's almost like Tupac's still alive.
Still consider him the greatest rapper to this day.
And he prophesied that. He said that before he died. He said everybody's gonna remember him. He meant that to happen. He said his life was going to go on. That's why he did that Machiavelli. He studied Machiavelli and what it really meant. Pac knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and I know you've seen P. Diddy all over the media. I know you done heard a lot about that. What do you think about the P. Diddy situation?
That shit is crazy.
Ain't it crazy? Yeah. And look how he gonna mess up. You talking about somebody not keeping it simple. Look how he really kind of effed up hip hop, some of it. And look how he screwed it up for his kids.
Right, yeah, that shit.
Just think of their futures now. I mean, it might get better, but it's going to take a long time. That's going to be a long sting. Because he really kind of messed up their future a little bit. He tainted their future. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Because that's something. Because when he passed on, I'm going to put it like this. When we talking about keeping it simple, then we're going to sign off here in a minute. What do you want to be remembered by when you transition?
Me? That I was honest, genuine, and dependable, and enjoyable, and that I made things better for people when I was around versus when I wasn't.
See, some people don't think about that. They just out here just free falling, don't give a damn, and then skirt, they gone. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important.
I saw a video of a 13-year-old kid the other day. Shot himself on Instagram Live and his parents while his mom was making dinner.
Damn. And that's sad, man. I've had 2 friends that took themselves out.
On purpose or accident?
Yeah, took themselves out. Yeah, I had a friend that was a popular kid in school. All the girls, he was the only child. could have any girl he wanted. He was on the basketball team, but he had that insecurity thing going on with him. He had this one girl that he went. I'll never forget it. His name was Marlon Lawson. All my friends remember this. He called this girl up. She didn't want to come over. I guess he didn't like being told no. He was always told yes. This one particular girl wouldn't come over. Shot herself on the phone.
Jesus.
Mom walked in and found him dead on the phone. Ruined that girl's life. That girl ended up moving out of town.
I bet.
Never
she
heard from her again. Everybody was saying it was her fault.
They probably hated her. She probably had people at her house.
But all she said was she didn't want to come over. And she didn't, because he was probably cheating, because he was like that.
Right.
I mean, he had girls. He probably was cheating on her. And she was like one of the finest girls in school. I remember her name was Jana. She was like one of the most beautiful girls in school.
Damn.
And she was probably one of them girls that got tired of his mess, and he shot himself. Marlon Lawson, I'll never forget it. Yeah, so that's why it's not good to compare ourselves to people either. Because you might, like you yourself, you might not think it sometimes, but Aaron, you are a very strong, resilient individual. I'm telling you.
Thanks.
These people you see out here, you think they doing better? They be having some of the most dysfunctional things going on with them, insecure. You be surprised. They'll meet you and be like, damn, he seemed pretty strong for him to be going through something. I'm telling you, you'll have people jealous of you because of that. You have rich, wealthy people that be. I'm gonna tell you a story about Mike Tyson. I spoke on him on a podcast called Noticing the Beautiful Moments of Life. It was something like that. Tyson said he used to cry before every fight, because he said he hated who he was. He said he was a beast. He said,
holy shit, that's so deep. He said, that's why he's so gentle of a person.
He said everybody wanted to be him. He said, but he wanted to be everybody else, because at that time, and that's when he bit Holyfield ear. As a matter of fact, he apologized to Holyfield too. I seen an interview about that.
No shit.
They cool to this day. And he said he became a beast. He became a monster. He said he didn't like what he was becoming, and it was entities around him. It wasn't him. Some of it was him, but it was people around him. You know what I'm saying?
He was worth so much money.
That's what it was, and that's why I say kudos to Mike.
They were probably putting all kinds of shit in his food and his drinks,
right? Yeah,
and
hyping it. He was
shit that isn't gonna show up.
And he come from that kind of that
right, because
that bad life, right?
Yeah, because we all know some folks like that do shiesty ass shit, and you could see them getting behind. Okay, so somebody blows up in the neighborhood, right? Yep. And then what do you know? Like, there's so many situations and shit like this happening. Pop Smoke, and where these people get around them with nothing but foul intentions, and they wait for them to reach that what they think is that critical mass of success, or when they're vulnerable and their money's vulnerable, and they'll take and out of jealousy and hatred, not only will they take their money, but they'll take their lives too.
Yeah. That's why I salute Mike Tyson, because Jamie Foxx was gonna play him in a movie, and he called up Mike Tyson. I forgot what he asked him. He said, Mike, how do you think about life now? How do you look at your life, or something like that? And I can't do Tyson's voice, but he said, my life is just more simpler now. That's why I came up with that title, Keep It Simple. He said I don't have no accountants now. He said I don't have any executives, or I don't have any coaches. He said I don't have all these vultures around me.
He got all them motherfuckers away from him. All them people saying all this shit in his ear.
Yep.
Building his career how they wanted it.
Yep.
To play out where they're lining their pockets.
Yep. And I like
50 million a fight.
Yep.
Get the hell out of here. People are killing and dying for that.
Yep.
For
now
a piece of that.
He did a complete turnaround, and he is so humble now, but he's still tough. People still fear Mike. But
imagine
they
all he's
got
to do is turn himself on, basically.
Yeah. All you gotta do is make a face. I've heard people in interviews like, Mike, you're intimidating, right? He said, oh yeah, you think I'm intimidating? Talk to my wife. He said his wife talks shit to him all the time. Be going against him in fights and shit. And he's like, you can't whoop his ass or such, whatever. Like, that's probably why he married her. You know what I mean? So,
she stands up to him.
Yeah, so I say salute.
She sees him as a person.
Yeah. So don't never get down on yourself, man. You a strong ass brother. Trust me. You got me in you. You got your family. I say on my podcast, some of my podcasts all the time, that you come from a strong ass family. We some resilient. We some your grandmother, man. That's where I get my determination from. She is very determined. Man, very determined. That's why she doing good now. I'm telling you, that building she was living in, she was damn near running that building. My mom was, man, overseeing over events, telling people what to do, because she just got that leadership ability, and sometimes she rub people the wrong way, but my mom don't mean to be, but I mean, she do be right on a lot of stuff. I used to be like, man, my mom thinks she know it, but she does know a lot of shit. She do. It's things that she have said that maybe I might not agree with. Came back later like, yeah, mom, you like with Nika. I humbly come back to her like, yeah, you was mom. Even situations with me and you, mom be knowing that she ain't no dummy. She sometimes she might come off
is like that. Too.
Sometimes she can't help it. She might come off like she know everything sometimes. But I would say
it's just because she cares so much.
Right, and she does have a lot of wisdom. But I say from 1 to 100, I say 98% of the time she's usually right, and it comes to pass. So that's why I learned to humble down and listen to people's different beliefs and stuff like that. Because when I first came out of religion, I was you shouldn't be in religion and you shouldn't do this. I had to stop doing that. People have to come into their own truth. Yep. But we gonna sign out, y'all.
Take care.
Let's see, hold on. Yep. Yeah, but we just wanted to talk. We haven't done this in a while, and thank those for joining in. It just, I just wanted him to get some stuff up out of, get some stuff out of him, and it's me too.
Listeners.
Yeah. So before I sign us off, give them something powerful and positive, some from the young people and the listeners and subscribers. Just give them something powerful before I sign us off.
Much love and prosperity and abundance in your endeavors in life.
Yeah. Yep. And that's real talk. Anybody that's listening, thanks for coming in to another father and son discussion. And we're going to do more of these, man. And I got to get up and go to work here in a minute. But we had to get this in. We can't let things around us stop us from doing what we love. Because I told him I just want us to get back to our passions, doing our music. Get him financially stable. And, man, just keep it simple. The best way we can. When I say keep it simple, I don't mean we just, let people run over us or just let things, slide off our shoulders. Don't, just not be, focus on things that are important. I don't mean keeping simple like be stupid. I don't mean that. But just keeping things simple, physically, spiritually, and the good old mental. There's a lot of us teachers talk about. So we're gonna sign on out of here and catch us on another father and son podcast, or I'll be uploading music, and of course I'll be doing my motivational speaking, and we'll be back. And I just hope whoever listening got something out of what we're saying. And much love, and to the next one, to my brothers and sisters, generals, and family. Salute. Give them a salute.
Salute, y'all.